All right, Dana, let's get a check of the weather now. Looks like it's going to be a chilly weekend for us.
Yeah, at least Saturday is going to be on the chilly side. Sunday will get a little bit better, but we do have to trade off some of the sunshine for that. But today it was about 10 to 15 degrees colder right now than at this time yesterday, and that's because a cold front went through yesterday, and it didn't bring us much in terms of precipitation, but it did give us a pretty big change in our temperatures. High temperatures today only got into the upper 40s along the coast and into the mid 30s in northern Maine. This is around average for this time of year, but as a whole, November has been pretty below average as months go for normal temperatures. Low temperatures tonight, though, it's going to be very, very chilly overnight tonight. We're going to lose the wind and the clouds, and that's going to really allow our temperatures to drop into the single digits up in northern Maine. I think a lot of teens out there as well. So overall, certainly one of the coldest nights we're going to see over the next week or so. And high temperatures tomorrow, the cold overnight isn't really going to set us up very well for tomorrow. I think a lot of us are going to stay below freezing throughout the whole day. I think the southern coast could get into the mid 30s as we get later into the day, but overall, a lot of us are going to be below freezing for much of the day. So as we go overnight tonight, temperatures are really going to drop as we lose the cloud cover and the wind for a lot of us. Saturday, it is going to be a cold day overall, but it's also going to be really, really sunny. I think a lot of us will see sunshine for much of the day. Sunday is going to be a little bit warmer, but also a little bit cloudier. So we'll have some cloud cover in the morning that will allow our temperatures to be a little bit warmer overnight as opposed to tonight. And then later in the day, we'll have some sunshine, but then more clouds come in for the evening, and that's ahead of a system that we're going to see for Monday. Now, this system is going to be a mostly rain system because our temperatures are going to get into the upper 40s. I could even see a couple of 50s popping up in the southern coast, so a lot of us are going to see just mostly rain from this system with the exception of the mountains. I think later in the day we could see some snow showers from there with temperatures getting to right around freezing, so could see some mixed precipitation over to snow, but for most of us this is going to be a warm sector system and therefore a rain system. By the time we get to sunrise on Tuesday, that system will have cleared out. We'll have a couple leftover snow showers up in the mountains, but most of us will be clearing out, but it is going to be a bit on the windy side. So in the amount of rain that we're going to see, I would say ½ an inch to an inch is a pretty good marker of how much rain that we're going to see on Monday. And most of us aren't going to see any accumulating snow with the exception of the mountains. I think we could see a couple inches up there, but for most of us, it's going to be a warm sector system and it isn't going to have too much of an impact on our Monday. So for our marine forecast, we are going to hold on to those gusty winds for a little while longer. So we are going to have a small craft advisory, and that'll be in effect until Saturday morning. And the water has officially dropped out of 50 degrees. So I think overall for the weekend looks pretty good. Which day is better? If I had to pick, I think I'd personally pick Sunday, just because it's going to be a little bit warmer, even though we will have some more clouds. Saturday, plenty of sunshine, but really much chillier than Sunday. The next system that we're watching for is Monday. Most of us just going to see rain from that system because it'll be pretty warm. And then once that moves out of our area on Tuesday, we'll get those mostly sunny skies back, but we are going to hold on to that breeze. It's going to be a bit chilly out there as well. Temperature still in the 30s, so we're going to have to bundle up as we go into the next week.
But not a bad second half to the holiday weekend. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks, Dana.